Good morning, students. Maybe one of you can tell me if you can hear me. Manik, unmute yourself, please. Manik, unmute yourself.
You are
please.
audible now.
Who is it?
This is Rituraj.
Okay, so only the person I call out the name of will unmute. Okay. Okay, fine. It's 11 a.m. Okay. I hope you all know that you're being recorded. I see that there are Mr. Ravi Agrawal has posted a chat message. This is not permitted. And I also see that somebody of you is too much interested in recording it. So you recorded it earlier, started the recording. I stopped it again. Another time this attempt was made. From next time onwards, this is not going to happen because if this continues, I'm going to disable all your rights and activities as a member. So please see to it that the chat box, you maintain the decorum in the chat box. I mean, these things are, they have been instructed to you, I guess. For you as well as for me, this is something new. I'm going to learn from you also. So, well, general microbiology. As you know, this is the lecture component of the course, BBL 132. In a normal semester, we would be having the practicals of this course alongside. Now, before I actually start, can one of you tell me who is your class representative, if you already have one? Anybody? Akshat Jain. Go ahead, Akshat.
Sorry, ma'am, I just joined by mistake.
Not an issue, Akshat. I'm asking you for the name of the class representative, if there is any.
In the last class, it was Dev Priya, as I remember.
And for this time, you do not have one elective?
No, we haven't decided on it.
Okay. Okay, fine. So I'll be taking names of who would respond. Okay, so I'll take you through the course, what you should expect from the course, how is the course going to be conducted. As of now, I see that there are approximately 46 of you already in this mode. This happens to be one of the first courses for you from the department. I'm sure you've had the biochemistry class before this. Bhavya Agarwal, can you please tell me if you already had the biochemistry class? Bhavya? Please unmute yourself. Okay, Gopika?
Yes, ma'am, we've had it.
You've had your first biochemistry class, right? I'm not sure if that's going to be in the synchronous mode, but general microbiology will be in the synchronous mode. I have scheduled the first few lectures for the first couple of weeks, but you will not be getting any invitation links. So you need to sign into the channel and you will see a meeting which would have started like 15 minutes before the scheduled time, 10:45 approximately. And you need to join. So please don't wait for synchronous mode or for an invitation. Now, before I tell you about the course content, I would like you to tell me how many of you had biology in your 11th and 12th by the raise of hand, please. Can I see how many hands go up? Biology in the 11th and 12th, please. Nobody out of the 50 or so. Okay. How many of you have the slightest interest in biology? Raise of hand, please. Vishantan. Okay. Oh, you don't have to, I mean, I'm not recording it, the number of hands that are going up. So you can be very frank and open about it, okay? But I see so many hands. Okay. Shubham Mittal, can you tell me if the KSBS course on Introduction to Biology is happening simultaneously with this one? Shubham Mittal, unmute please. Is the KSBS course on Introduction, it is being conducted together with this simultaneously in this semester?
Ma'am, can you repeat? There was some error. I couldn't hear.
There is an Introduction to Biology course which is being conducted by KSBS, Kusuma School of Biological Sciences. So are you all taking that course in this semester?
No, ma'am.
Is it for the next semester or
No,
have you
ma'am.
already done?
Ma'am, we are taking the SBL 100 course this semester.
Shubham, did you not register for it? Why I'm asking you this is simply because there is probably going to be some overlap. It will be great if I get to know that topic has already been covered there so that I don't repeat it. So maybe you will have to be attentive in this. Okay, so I see some hands. Now you can lower your hands. Thank you. How many of you are going to attend the lectures in the synchronous mode? Raise of hands, please. Is that all? Just half of you. Okay. Now, from all those who did not raise your hand, can you tell me the reason for why you would not be attending the synchronous mode? Sarthak Das.
Ma'am, actually, I'm a PhD student, so I don't know actually.
Okay,
I mean,
Sarthak, that's fine. Yeah, I remember. Shivam Jaglan. Shivam, unmute yourself, please. So you understand this is also a means of me understanding whether you're or not you're attentive, huh? Doing something else. Kumar Kaushik Das. Kumar Kaushik Das, please unmute yourself. Bhavya, are you back? Okay, so the ones who have not raised their hands are all not online, is it? They're doing something else. Vivek Sehra. Okay, Ayush Sharma. Akshat Jain is there, I know. He was active earlier. Akshat,
Ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
the reason for you not being able to join synchronously, I'm trying to understand why people would not be joining synchronously.
Ma'am, I actually raised and then I lowered it. I thought
Acha,
like it would be counted already.
okay, Abhinav Kumar Singh. Arish Khan.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me, Arish, you will not be attending the synchronous mode as per your this thing. You did not
No,
raise.
ma'am, I raised hand and then I lowered
Why
it.
are you lowering it down when I'm not asking you to?
Sorry, ma'am.
Okay, so most of you will be then attending it synchronously. Fine, because I strongly encourage you to attend the synchronous mode for the simple reason. Now you can lower your hand, please, everybody. I guess whatever interaction is possible only in the synchronous mode, whatever limited interaction is possible. I just wish the situation would have been different. Anyway, so I will take you through the course outline first, and I'll tell you how the modules are divided. So we will start with an introduction to microbiology, telling you what exactly. So this is basically going to be an introductory lecture which we'll have in the next class. how microbes are important in various aspects of life, how we are connected to microbes, so role in agriculture, public health, medicine, industry. And then in the second lecture, I'll talk about the history of microbiology, which will not be as boring as you think it sounds. But this will be all to the first unit. So after that, we'll take up the next unit, which is structure and function of microbial cell. Part of it you might have covered during your schooling. Actually, this is the reason why I asked you if you had 11th and 12th biology in 11th and 12th. But I'll start with talking about the differences between the prokaryotic and the eukaryotic cells. And then I'll talk about some representative organisms. So from different groups of microorganisms. So we'll talk about bacteria in general. The entire course will be focused majorly on bacteria and its features. But we will also talk about a representative fungi, a representative algae, and also viruses. So I have to mention that viruses is a topic that some of your seniors proposed. It was earlier not in this course, but 3 or 4 years back, they wanted me to talk about viruses. So I've included it, and now I don't have to mention how important viruses are in the current situation. Yes, so the second unit will be over, like I'll say it'll span about 5 to 6 lectures. And then we will move to microbial taxonomy, that is the study of how organisms are, or here in this case, microorganisms are classified and how do you name them. There are certain rules to be followed. Then we will go on to study the growth of microbes and the nutrition. Now, this is especially important when you want to use microorganisms for any biotechnological application, unless you understand what are the conditions that affect its growth, what are its nutritional requirements. You will not be able to grow them in the lab, which is an absolute must for any biotechnological application. So we will study how do you measure the growth, what is assimilation of nitrogen and other nutrients, and how different environmental factors they affect microbial growth and culture. After having understood what are the requirements of microbial growth, we will move on to microbial cultivation. Now, like I said, in a typical semester, we would have had practicals corresponding to each unit simultaneously. But in this case, of course, we'll only be talking about theory. So microbial cultivation, we'll see how you isolate bacteria or other microorganisms, because for them to be applied in any biotechnological application, it is important to understand their requirements and be able to imitate those conditions in the lab. Once you've isolated them, then you need to know about how to preserve these cultures and also how to control their growth. You have to be able to manipulate these organisms. So for these reasons, you need to understand their isolation, preservation, and control. Having studied microbial cultivation, we'll then move on to a topic which is bacterial genetics. Now, this is interesting and also important, especially because these microorganisms they've actually been modified to produce or to synthesize metabolites